guys, it's Jesus Modded of DistantGamers, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Cinema 4D tutorial. Today we're going to begin with shattering text using a plugin called Thrausi from Nitroman 4D, or Nitro 4D, one of the two. First thing you're going to do is open up your Cinema 4D, and this is kind of a basic scene, nothing too spectacular. And the first thing okay, if I play it, you'll see how it kind of explodes around instead of the original where it just kind of falls down. And that's going to be what I'm going to be teaching you today. So first off, let's start a new project, and let's open MoGraph and MoText, and we'll make it say tutorial. My bad. I'm going to make the depth at around 50, and font, I'm going to use one called Slant, if I can spell. There we go. And then we'll go middle, so it's right there, and let's just rotate around a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to add a plane in. Let's just say 7,000 each side. This is what it'll render out as off the beginning. Okay. So I'm going to go on, I'm going to make my materials so that you'll see first. Material 1 and material 2. Let's make the first one what the inside color will be. Now let's go with a nice little lime green. Nothing too big there. And then let's go with a, feeling like kind of a dark light blue at the same time. Luminance. Let's do the same thing, but let's make it a little bit darker of a blue. There you go. And reflection, I'm going to put 0 here. And I'm going to open up Fresnel, whichever one it is, please correct me. And let's just set that at 20%, and that should look pretty decent. So when you're using Thrausi, the color you put on first will be the inside color, like what's on the inside when it shatters. So let's go on and drop the green on top first, and then we'll put blue on. And when you render it out, you will not see the green, you'll only see the outside blue. It looks pretty nice. So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to go to MoText, highlight that, and then plugins, Thrausi. I'm going to use Voronoi since we have all of these options. Voronoi is a pattern based. If you're really curious, you can just look that up. I think I did at one point, but I didn't retain any memory. Let's make 10 pieces on this and randomize it so it's not just, you know, so official looking, or I can't think of the word right now. Regardless, let's just go on and break this. This doesn't take too long. At most, generally it'll take a minute or so. So let's sit here and go on through this. My computer's not exactly the fastest. It always goes a lot slower when recording, but that's because it's using more usage to record the screen. For some reason, I don't know why, if I might have an older version of Thrausi or something, but as I'm breaking, you see right here it's about 70%. We still have 4 more letters to go. I know myself that it's going to go over 100. See, 80, I don't know why. It goes to about 10 points each. Why does it go 20 points each? Prove me wrong. Why does it go over 100? Whatever. It's almost done rendering. How's the weather for you guys? Today, we're pretty much frozen in. Snow, rain, icy roads, accidents. Definitely not my common weather, but this is the kind of weather that I like. Sorry about my phone ringing in the background. People text me at the worst times. Okay, and now you'll see that Thrausi has gone on and broken every one of the pieces up. But if you go on and hit play, you'll see it shatter a little bit, but it just drops right through the floor. So how to fix that? So you go to plane, right click, and I don't have rigid body like most people do. I just have dynamics. So if you go to dynamics body, and I'm going to put enabled, checked, and the dynamic is off. So I hit play now, and it'll land on the floor, and it just breaks and slides away. But we don't want that. I don't want to, I mean you might, but I don't want to crumble it just like that. So I'm going to take a sphere by left click hold on the cube object, bring in sphere, raise it up just a little bit, Let me size it down some. And then I'm going to click the Use Object Access tool, and I'm going to click the red axis, which is the X, and I'm going to drag it to the side to about 5 points, maybe 2.5. There we go. Now, of course, nobody wants to have that. I guess now it's an ellipse in the screen, but it does shatter. Okay, it does not shatter around it completely yet. One extra part, go to Sphere, Dynamics Body, or Rigid Body. If you have Rigid Body, please use that. It makes things quicker. Dynamic is set to off, and enabled is checked. So then when you hit play, it'll just explode right around it, and that's pretty neat effect. So I'm going to go to Sphere, and each one of these is like the renderer and in the scene. So if you hold Alt and click once, it basically says that it's not viewable in the I don't remember what it is right now, I'm sorry. But if you click it twice, you can't see it at all because it's still checked right there. It means that the effects still apply. So even though it's gone, if you hit play, boom, it still explodes. So you have a nice little shaboom effect going on. And okay, from there, I mean, for the most part, that's all that's really necessary. But if we go on, let me make sure I have my settings properly. I do not. For some reason, maybe somebody can help me figure out what to do here. My render setting will not save as my default preset. So I open up this one. I'll make a tutorial on this soon. I'm not going to go through it right now. But I want to add an effect for global illumination, and I want to add ambient occlusion. Occlusion, I'm just going to make this 160. It's pretty decent. Contrast 35. That looks generally really nice. I'm going to add a sky, and I'm going to add a light too. And make sure I have this. Okay. So I'm going to raise the light up. I'm going to move it back. I'm going to move it actually out of the scene because I don't want it to be seen. Sorry. I'm going to change this color, maybe a little light blue, or actually make it dark blue, but make it nearly white. So it'll look like it completely encompasses the whole screen. Maybe lower the intensity to around 60, 70. Let's go 75. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow, so shadow map soft. Actually, I don't feel like taking the whole render time just to show you those, so I'm going to uncheck those until I make the full project. And you're going to view that out and see what it looks like. You see you have the shadowing and the light on the ground. It looks pretty nice, and the shadows go back. Okay. So basically, if you hit play and let it break a little bit, the green may not show, meaning I might have to fix the lighting a little bit. No, I don't like that. So we're going to fix the lighting. Let's bring this up a little bit more. And I'm going to change this just a little bit. There you should be able to see the green a little bit better. There you go. A lot nicer, a little bit smoother. Okay. So basically, you have your project all set out. You have the tutorial here. And then shaboom. And then you render. It's a quick check. My computer renders very slowly when I'm recording, as most of you who record may know. Alright, so that's about it. I'm going to re-add my ambient occlusion and global illumination in, and I'll show you guys what the final product looks like.